Hello everyone. Today we read Once Upon a Time, a poem by the Nigerian poet Gabriel Okara. He's associated with modernism and post-colonialism. He passed away very recently in the year 2019 at the age of 98. In his poetry, he's very careful to weave in African style, syntax, imagery, and folklore. In this particular poem, Once Upon a Time, and in another poem, which I would be talking about, Piano and Drums, both these poems talk about the effect of westernization and materialism on African culture. And in both these poems, Gabriel Okara discusses the lost world, the pristine, purer African culture, which was more innate, which was more natural to the people or the communities who stayed in Africa. So we would stanza by stanza, let's just read the poem and see what the poet says. So the poem begins. It says, Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes block cold eyes, search behind my shadow. Now, Once Upon a Time actually begins like a fairy tale, like something when you teach something to a little child, you would begin a fairy tale like this. But this isn't really a fairy tale because the poet is talking about a world that is lost and which is never going to return. And fairy tales mostly end in a very happy, on a very happy, pleasant note. But this particular poem is more nostalgic than a fairy tale would be. Um, so the poet talks to his son, who would be a younger person, or could some other younger person, could be a son, could be a younger person, who he addresses as his son. Um, and he talks about a time when there were people who had genuine emotion, and their eyes showed what there was in their hearts. So he says that people used to laugh with their hearts, people used to laugh with their eyes. So the eyes are actually the representative of truth here. He goes on and he says, There was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hands search my empty pockets. Now, empty pockets is again representative of materialism. Western culture and modernity has made people really greedy. And so, again, you go back to the sense of nostalgia about a time where people had their hearts open, where people would warmly welcome each other. But now the case is not the same anymore. He goes on to say, Feel at home, come again. They say, When I come again, feel at home once, twice, there will be no thrice. For then I find doors shut on me. So he says that even though people say things which may seem very pleasant, which may seem very polite, but this is not meant from their hearts. People mean something very, very different from what they really say. So there is double standards, hypocrisy, a culture of politeness, which is a fake politeness, which doesn't come from people's hearts. This is what he does not like. He goes on to say, So I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses, home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, with all their conforming smiles, like a fixed portrait smile. So he says that ironically, he has also learned the same things that others do to him. He also pretends to like people when he does not like them. He wears faces, and conforming smiles here is a representative of a social behavior that people learn to adapt. And so the poet has also adapted this social attitude. And although he's adapted it, but he does not like it. He says that I have learned too to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance, to say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it's been nice talking to you after being bored. So he's learned these social attitudes, he's learned the social behavior. He's also aping the attitude which he does not like, and he does not want to be this way. He goes on to say, he says, But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be. When I was like you, I want to unlearn all these muting things of Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh, for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth, like a snake's bare fangs. So he says that here muting things means that when you mute your emotions, when you do not show your real emotions, right? You're muting things with your fake emotions, with your fake expressions. The actual emotions of the heart are muted because of the fake facial expressions of the face, and he does not want that. Um, and he's nostalgic about those old times. He wants to go back to a purer self where he could say whatever he felt, and he does not like this change within himself. So he says, "Show me, son. Show me how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you." So he says that he was once upon a time a purer person, a more natural person, a less fake person, like his own son, like this person who he's talking to. This person, this young person, has not yet learned the ways of the world. He's still young, he's still pure, he's still innocent. He wants to go back to this innocent self where he was also like that pure young person. So he wants to be like the purer side of his own son. So this is what the poem is, Once Upon a Time by Gabriel Okara. Thank you. Tune in to my channel for more such videos. I would be uploading another poem by Gabriel Okara very soon.